Welcome to the D2MR conversation, brought to you by PayAngel Money Transfer. In this conversation, we tell the story of local businesses highlighting their products, services, success, and opportunities, and also trying to find out how they are unlocking the diaspora. In this edition, I speak to Najwat Business Enterprise, and they are going to tell me about their business, their success story, and most importantly, how they are unlocking the diaspora. So let's welcome. Hello, Najat.
Hello,
How
good
are you
morning.
doing? Good
I'm
morning
fine.
or afternoon, or because we have people watching us from around the world, so it could be
Okay.
morning in UK and maybe late afternoon in Australia and some other time in Canada. Anyway, good
Yes,
to have you. Good to have you on the show.
thank you very much, and thank you for the opportunity. PayAngel.
Wow, we're excited. So, Najat, tell me about the business. But before you do that, let's know a bit more about you as an entrepreneur.
Okay, so my name is Najat, and um, I am an entrepreneur. I process spices, and I have foodstuffs that are processed into powder. So being an entrepreneur is a very great thing because you get the opportunity to employ other young ones to work with you, and in that case you are solving some of their problems, and it's good because I'm someone who really enjoys giving opportunities to others, and I'm really honored to be an entrepreneur as well, so that I can also help others to also get employed in my firm. Thank you.
Right. So tell me, Najwat's business enterprise, how did it all start for you?
Okay, so it started when I completed tertiary and there was no job. So I have to travel outside and seek for greener pastures. But unfortunately for me, things didn't go on well. So I have to return to my country and then start something. So I decided to go to the market to see what opportunities I have that I can explore. So when I got to the market, that was when I realized that foodstuffs, farm produce were going waste as a result of bad post-harvest management. So I decided to take opportunity of that and then start processing them into a powdered form to increase its shelf life. By doing that, I'm also creating a business opportunity for myself and also creating a job opportunities for others. So that is when the business Najwat came into existence. Thank you very much.
Right. So how long have you been operating as a business?
So currently, the business is currently registered for 3 years now, but the active production, I would say it's 1 year.
Okay.
Yes,
And from your submission, it means that you are a returning migrant.
yes, please.
So tell me, having stayed outside the country and now back in Ghana doing this business, what opportunities do you see for the business outside the country?
So what I realized was that um, working outside the country is a good thing, but you coming back to your country, your homeland, to do something, it's a very, very big opportunity because that is where you are really familiar with. So I have identified a problem here, and I also realized that the products I'm producing here are also needed by people outside the countries where I have traveled to, and some of the places I've never been to. People need it from those countries as well. So what I realized was then I will start here, then build myself up, then start sending some to other countries whereby my products are needed there in order to also solve their needs for them. So I realized there is a market opportunity for my product in the outside world as well. So I am preparing myself to also take my products outside there to solve other people's needs.
That's great to know. Now, have there been any challenges along the way, starting the business, registration, getting the products out into the local market and into the international market? What are some of the challenges that you have faced?
Yeah, so it hasn't been easy because you need some finances to start all this, and it's been up and down. As I said, I registered it in 2021, but the active production started this year, last year ending, due to one or two reasons: the financial problems and then the registration. Starting a business is not an easy thing. It's never an easy thing, but with determination and hard work, you will achieve it. So, as I said earlier, I registered it 3 years back, but I started active production um, for a year now because I have to go through all the FDA registrations, get my product certified before I can move into the local market, get a space, a hygienically produced space, and also get all the necessary documentations before I can start. So that was what really took long before I started my active production. And currently, God being so good, I'm able to do all these things. I have all the products certified with the Food and Drugs Authority, and I can easily sell it to anywhere in Ghana and outside Ghana. Thank you.
Right. So, in selling the products outside Ghana, did you go through any registration process? What are some of the things that you needed to do to make sure that you are compliant with the markets that you are serving?
So I have to register my products with the Food and Drug Authority and Ghana Standard Authority. So the Food and Drug Authority is ready, but with the Ghana Standard Authority, I'm in the pipeline. So I have about a month to get the certificates ready. So that's the things. That's that is really what is needed for your product to get the certification before you can take to any other country. And I think I'm almost done with that one too. So yes.
Okay, so currently, let's talk about how your clients abroad at the moment are able to access your products and pay for their services. How is this being achieved?
Okay, so I post them on my WhatsApp status, and other people to give what's the name? They recommend me to others that I have very good products, which all of them are not in Ghana. Most of them are not in Ghana. So they give me their orders to prepare for them, then I send it to them. So yes, so it is through my recommendations for now and through my WhatsApp. That is how people get to know what I'm currently doing. Yes.
Right. I know that you are currently signed up to the PayAngel direct to merchant remittances solution. Tell me, how has that been beneficial?
Okay. With the PayAngel payment platform, I would say is the best because um you see I was having issues with my bank statement earlier, and I get some monies. People pay me money through mobile money, and it's really not reflecting in my bank account. But I have to take the stress to go to the bank to send and reflect and withdraw again. So I have to go through so much stress before I can get it reflected in my account. But with the Pay Angel payment platform, ever since I started receiving money from it, it's it's come into my mobile money and also reflect into my bank account directly. So I get all my payments all the payments recorded in my bank statement. So it's easy for me, and it has been something that's really helped me because I needed some financial support, and then I was told to get my bank statements, and so it was so easy because everything was recorded into my bank, and I didn't have to go through so much stress to get everything done. So with the payments, and it was easy, it was very easy as well. People are really like enjoying how the payment platform is, and I recommend um I always recommend people to also join because I really liked it. It's really supporting my business and me making things easier for me. Yes.
That's great. That's great to know. Now, Najwa, quickly, let's talk about two things and then we can bring the conversation to a close. Let's look at your products that you offer. What are specifically the different products that you've got?
So I have this one is ginger. It's ginger powder. So I have garlic garlic powder too here, and I have chili pepper. Chili pepper is here, and I have spices. I also do cassava flour, that's kokonte, and I do yam flour, and I do gari too. So I this gari and the yam flour, it's been orders that has been coming from outside the country. People gives me order for that, and I produce for them as well. And I have shrimps, I have spices, and I have a whole lot of products. And apart from what I'm doing, if there is anything you also need which is not part of the product I'm doing and which is from Ghana here, you just give me the order. I'll make sure I prepare it very well for you. Even if I don't have the product here and you really need it in addition to my product, I'll make sure I'll get it done for you. Thank you.
That's great. Now, quickly before we go, what social impact do you think that your business is currently achieving?
Okay, my business is helping the environmental, the social, and the economic impact. I say this because the environmental goes in with the post-harvest losses, whereby these food products go waste during the harvesting period. And so I make sure I work on that well to save food in order to reduce food security in Ghana. So when it comes to the environment, social impact, I also employ people to work with to reduce unemployment rate in my country. And when it comes to economic, so this is there are some products here that are mainly imported from other countries to Ghana, and I'm also producing them here in order to reduce the importations of some of these foods stuff to Ghana, so that we can work on our what's the name, our finances, and also increase our economic yes, economic values. Yes, so I think I'm working on these three impact, and it's really working for me, and people are really benefiting, and others have seen what I'm doing. Thank you.
Great. Any lessons along the way?
And please come again.
Any lessons along the way? Have you learned any lesson starting and growing the business?
Okay, so one thing I got to know was it has never been easy, like working with other people, and you cannot say you will not also employ people. You have to get other people to come on board to also get something doing, and because we have a lot of people here who are unemployed. But one thing for sure is you have to be determined in whatever you are doing. You have to be focus on what you are doing. Don't be diverting from this to add other things that are not mainly part of what you are doing. And you have to also be determined. Make sure the goals you want to achieve, you always achieve them at the set time you set for yourself. Yes, so that's what I have to say.
Najwat Business Enterprise. Najwat, thank you very much for taking time out to join me. This is the very maiden edition of our D2MR conversation, and we're
Okay.
hoping to have you again some other time, especially when you introduce new line of products. Before you go, what will be your final words to everyone watching us?
So I will say a very big thank you to PayAngel for giving me the opportunity to express whatever I have been doing to people to know what I am doing. And I'll also tell people to try their best and download the PayAngel app and work with it, because PayAngel nowadays it's very difficult to get support. I'm talking from experience to get, because I'm a businesswoman all the time. I need money to add to whatever I'm doing to increase production. And sometimes you go to the bank seeking for loan, they'll tell you to come with your bank statement, and you don't have it, you've not been keeping record, and the record, it hasn't been reflecting into your bank account. So if you try download working with the PayAngel platform, it will always make sure that your transactions are recorded into your business account, so that whenever you are going to get your bank statement for any other financial support, it becomes easier for you, because all the transactions are recorded there. And whatever I will have to tell my other entrepreneurs is, they should be determined, they should be hardworking, they should be focused, they should always make sure that they are focusing, because if you divert into any other thing, you are not going to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to. Thank you very much.
One last thing, if somebody wants to buy and place an order, how can they reach you, and where do they have to go to?
So okay, let me give out my number: 0550 742221. That's 3221 plus 233 550 742221. That's 3221. Yes, you get me on WhatsApp, you communicate with me, and if you need products, and even if the products I don't have them here, and it is Ghanaian product that are mainly in Ghana here, I can help you get it and export and help you get it to wherever you are. Thank you.
All right, okay. Wow, good. Najat, thank you very much and do have a lovely day.
Thank you.